Hey there, all you tiger hunters out there looking for the next latest and greatest deal. What we have here is the Rough Rider in Spades Black Appaloosa Capital Intern. What a killer knife. So I opted not to get the Senator. I already have the Coke bottle and the Swell Center. And these are beasts. They're big, they're chunky, they're only 3.5 inches long, but they're good heavy-duty work knives. So I didn't really want another big and chunky. I know a lot of people are trying to get all of them in the series, but I wanted something a little smaller. And this is only 3.25 inches long. So to give you an idea, here is the case, medium jackknife, also 3.25 inches long. Here's the little jack that I have from 1975, also 3.25 inches long. This is way thicker though. See that? So it's still a beefy, chunky work beast. These are nice carries. I like smaller carries because I generally have a bigger knife. So all different colors, all different shapes. Oh, it is RR2489, in case you were wondering. And these are not cuts from knives. This is my fun Friday at work, removing razor sharp signs from glass. Good fun, yes. It takes a lot of pressure to release the adhesive or the VHP, and once it goes, it just goes pop, and your hands slam into these razor sharp cornered signs. And I flayed my finger pretty good. I thought about getting stitches, but meh, it's not that bad. And then also my knuckle hit, so I'm bleeding everywhere, all over the job site. Great, good times. Glad it's Friday. Anyways, enough of that. They vary. Look at the Black Appaloosa here. I love the back. It's nice and dark. So along with this that I ordered from Chicago, and it was $11.79 or 59 cents. I had an older Rough Rider in my cart, and I thought, oh, wait a minute, the older Rough Rider is the same price. Why don't I just remove that older Rough Rider and, of course, get this, because they are freaking awesome. Now, blades are perfectly centered on it. They have a reputation for being a great fit and finish and perfect. That's not always true. Okay, my Coke bottle is, except you can see this angle here, which I thought was normal for a Coke bottle. Apparently it's not. My friend Brad got one, and this was actually straight across. So he says it's just laziness in the factory when people are going to grind out these back springs. I don't personally mind this as long as it's not a problem. I mean, I have other Coke bottles that are like that. This one's great. He ordered one, Brad ordered one, and his was good, except right here on the blade, there was kind of not a total chunk missing, but kind of a chunk missing. We thought it was blade wrap or bring your kid to work day on the, sharpening blades, show them for the first time. And I said, dude, you can return it if you want. And he's like, no, I'll fix it. But it kind of sucks when you buy a knife and you're already going in and putting a new edge on it. So they aren't always absolutely perfect. The center swell, great back springs. It is also good. Blade centering on the main blade is off to the pile side. So before I get into it, my issue with this one is, if you look here, you can see this sizable gap for the small blade here. See that? I mean, it's not huge. It's minor. But when you think that these Black Appaloosas are absolutely perfect, you're going to get some funky ones. And that's not a big deal. The walk and talk is great. The blades are sharp. It was $11.79. But just be aware that these are not perfect knives. I also ordered the doctor's knife along with this. I think it was more. It was $12 and change. And I open up the blade to the doctor's knife, And it was nice, good half stop, and it had considerable left to right blade play. And there was, I'd hold up the light and there was a big gap here and a big gap here, and it was, you know, blade play. And I was just like, you know, this is defective. And so I applied for a return and I sent it back. Hopefully I get a new one. I could have put it on the vise and hammered it and probably fixed it and then resanded the bolsters. But I'm like, it's a $12 knife. These should not have any blade play. This one, it's a fantastic spear point blade. Zero left to right play. That's how it should be. And even though this side has a gap, excuse the noise in the background, a sizable gap, there is no blade play. So that's how it should be. So be warned that these aren't absolutely perfect. I don't know if all the good ones already went out and these are the seconds that are coming out of the factory. I have no idea. But overall, still happy with this knife. Like I said, 3 1/4 inches closed. The main blade is what was it? I think it was 2.5 inch blade. Yes, it's a 2.5 inch blade, 2 1/4 inch cutting length, almost kind of like a Warncliffe, but it does have some belly here, so it is a modified spear. I like it a lot. Very sharp. I use this to open up some stuff at work, and it slid through like a hot knife through butter. This little small blade, I'd call it a Warncliffe. Not necessarily a coping, but it's a Warncliffe, really cool. You got some swedging there. You got the match strike pulls. It is one... oh, it's 1 1/4 inches long and 1 1/8 inch cutting length. And of course, all the tangs have a nice stamp in it, case. That's how you stamp your tangs. If you'd like to go back to stamping your tangs case, that would be awesome. I don't mind a little etching here and there, but case and the model number and the year dots should be stamped. Nobody wants etching on an $80 knife. So I do notice it's a little lazy going into the half stop. See, it does. Great snap. And then on the pull, it's nice. It's just a little lazy in the half stop. Granted, I did not clean this. Now everything's flush back here. Even in the half position, it is flush. Same with this blade, flush. Oh, this actually sticks out a little bit, so I guess it's not the same. Ow, that hurt my finger. And nice and flush in the open position. Pins are all flush. You got black G10 underliners under the Appaloosa bone, nickel silver bolsters, nickel silver pins. Fantastic knife. I like these smaller ones. I drop them usually in like a little medium Rough Rider slip, which is kind of big for it. You probably could put it in a small. I did recently get a small slip from John J.O., but this is 3 inch. Probably be a little too snug for this. This thing is gorgeous. I love this. J.O. makes some great slips if you are into that. Custom slips. He has really good deals. We got a wire in view here. But let's see here. So, this other custom slip by J.O. I love this one. This is the British tan. I love this tan. Let's compare it to his other brown. So you can see a difference. The British tan is more tan instead of brown. But he made this one for me for the Case Mini Trappers, and they're 3.5 inches. But this also fits in it. Absolutely perfect. So just a note. Yeah, so I feel a lot better in the last few days, probably because it's Friday and I'm not at work. I did get a new Barlow gifted to me from a friend that I was going to do a review of, but I'm going to save it for one more Barlow, one more beer. So you can see these black Appaloosas. They're all different. This one has a little red brown in it. I would have had, like I said, would have had the doctor's knife, but I'm not accepting any one of these with left to right blade play. And Chicago's good. You just say, hey, it's defective if it actually is, and they'll send you a return label. And instead of just getting a refund, I opted to hopefully get another one, and it'll be good. My friend Brad did that with his Rough Rider Hawkbill. It wouldn't close all the way. Had some problem, and he opted to return it for an exchange. He got his new one, and it was the exact same thing. Now, I've had good luck with the Hawkbills from Rough Rider, but the classic green micarta, some patterns just have issues, and he's gotten 2 so far that have had issues. And my green micarta Hawkbill, it doesn't have the best walk and talk, but at least closes. So yes, like I was saying, these are like about 3.5 inches. This is slightly a bit longer than 3.5 inches, and this is 3.25. It is narrower by just a little bit. I mean, they said it was slimmer, but you're looking at it and it's not that much slimmer. Maybe just in the mid size, the belly here. I really like this. I'm glad it has 1 nail nick, not 2 nail nicks. There's more coming. I probably will not get the cool looking Barlows that have double nail nicks on them. Just not into it. But they have the bullet, which is going to be like a bow trapper. I'll probably get that one. So, this video is running long. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know if I'm going to do a Saturday Stockman Stampede. I pretty much have showed all my Stockmans. My last Stockman would be this one that I got from Gunslinger Cal, and I kind of already compared it on my last Saturday Stockman to this one, so I'll wait a while and then I'll do a Saturday Stockman Stampede with this. So this is your video. Stay tuned for one more Barlow, one more beer. It's been a while. You guys have a great weekend.